What's up guys, it's your boy Jarvinus and we're back at it with some Destiny 2 today. Now yesterday we covered off some of the Gambit reveal from Bungie at Gamescom along with the amazing Last Stand trailer featuring Cade. So today we're following on from that with the This Week at Bungie and basically breaking that down. We'll be recapping Gambit, we're going into details of the raid, we've got quality of life changes, mods, changes to Xur. So there's a lot to get through, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, and to see future Destiny content, hit that sub button. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So first things first, they jump back into Gambit, so we get to try that before Forsaken, and the competitive co-op activity will be in full display from the 1st of September. So that goes live at 10 AM Pacific on the 1st, which is 6 PM here in the UK. Rewards will drop, but these will be year one and you won't earn anything towards your infamy. So it's just a recap on what we knew and found out yesterday, which was a complete surprise to me, but one that I'm super looking forward to. Next up, they go into details about how we'll acquire and download Forsaken. So on September 4th there'll be a day one patch you'll need to download before we can play. The game itself will be brought down for maintenance at 7 AM, which is 3 PM here in the UK, and all platforms will make the patch available from 3:30 in the UK, which is 7 AM Pacific. The maintenance itself will end at around 10 AM, which is 6 PM here in the UK. So all in all, that falls in line with previous DLCs and how Destiny content drops normally works. There wasn't really any surprises there, but it's good to finally have the confirmation. So next up we get details from Joe Blackburn regarding the raid. He basically goes on to say that with so many new things to do and so much power to gain, we knew that players would need more than just 3 days to prepare for the incredible challenges of the Forsaken raid. Last Wish, the next chapter in the Raiding Legacy, goes live on September 14th at 10 AM Pacific, which is 6 PM here in the UK. So that gives us a whole week and a half's worth of prep and grinding, obviously, to get up to power and to get ready for the challenges that poses, and I'm really excited for it. Next up, they go into mods, and this is really just clarification for pretty much everyone, including myself, exactly how mods are going to work. So you'll be able to go to the gunsmith and direct buy year 2 armor mods, and you'll be able to do the same for weapons, and those will both be updated daily. You can acquire mod components by trading with Banshee, any dismantled and other loose mods. For armor, year 2 armor mods will drop 1 mod component when dismantled. Year 1 legendary armor mods always drop 1 mod component when dismantled as well. That pretty much is mirrored across weapons, so all in all that's pretty much given us the thumbs up to start dismantling our mods, make space for the new stuff in Forsaken, and to get ready to go over to Banshee and buy some sweet arse new mods, rather than the ones that I've been holding on to for no reason. And here we just get a little bit of a snippet on exactly what will happen for any mods that are currently equipped to our items. So we'll be able to dismantle that whilst equipped, which will then free up the slot for us to then place a new mod into it. So not to worry if you won't be able to remove the mod currently, but you'll be able to dismantle it once Forsaken launches. So next up we get some details about each of the individual classes. So there's some really cool changes coming to each of the Hunter, the Warlock and the Titan. So we're going to kick it off with the Hunter. So Marksman's dodge is now considered a reload and it can interact with kill clip, rat king, etc. That's a brilliant change in my opinion. Celestial Nighthawk, so that will grant 33% of your super energy back if the target you kill with your golden gun, so that's really cool. Worm Husk Crown will no longer start regeneration of health and shields, instead it will grant a larger health and shield bump at the beginning of the dodge rather than the end. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out, to be honest. I know some people I've seen on Twitter, they feel that's potentially a buff, but we're not really going to know until we get hands on, and it's not that long away fortunately. Next up we move on to the Warlock. So they've increased the healing rift effectiveness. That's probably in line with the weapon lethality being increased, so that makes sense. The Empowering Rift will now increase precision damage. Previously bonus damage was capped at the weapon's precision damage in PvP. And then a couple of changes to exotics. So the Skull of Dire Amankara, so you get increased super energy gain from Nova Bomb kills, and killing higher ranked enemies will grant more super energy, which is brilliant. And Transverse's Steps, so you get increased mobility, and after sprinting for a short while your equipped weapon will automatically reload. So they've expanded on that rather than having just the energy weapon, so that's pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to giving those a shot. Last up, but no means least, is the Titan. So the Rally Barricade no longer requires players to take cover to reload, so it now feeds ammo directly to the magazine over time, so that's pretty awesome. For the exotics, so for the Helm of Saint 14, so that now grants allies an overshield for a short duration when they're passing through Ward of Dawn. And for the Mask of the Quiet One, you get increased energy gain from incoming damage, and whilst critically wounded, health will be granted from kills, and that's any kills, so that's pretty awesome too. So from the 28th, we'll probably get an idea of how those are going to play out and what they look like, but I'm sure this is just a preview, so we'll get an idea in the next week of what further changes have come. Miscellaneous quality of life. So swords will now accept shaders. Hurrah! They're adding timers to the status effects for healing rifts, empowering rifts and barricades, so that helps communicate any time remaining before they expire. Wanted escapees from the Prison of Elders will be roaming the open world, but they won't drop rewards until Forsaken launches, and they've increasing the difficulty of lost sectors, so in the EDZ for example, they'll now be 240 power. So all in all, some nice little additions to the UI for those class abilities. Obviously priorities with the shaders on swords, I don't know how we didn't have those from the get-go, but also the Prison of Elders escapees, I'm going to be seeking those out. And last up, but no means least, is Xur. So his will is not his own, so he'll no longer display a vendor icon on destination maps, and he will no longer be tied to flashpoints. He could be absolutely anywhere, and that is exactly how it should have been. Fated Engrams will only grant pre-Forsaken exotics, so all in all, absolutely fine with those. I think it should have been like that, and I'm hoping Fated Engrams isn't really a thing in Forsaken. I want exotics to feel rewarding and meaningful, and for everything we've seen so far, that's the feeling I get. And that pretty much covers it, guys. So yesterday I had a video covering the Gamescom reveal, so we had the Last Stand trailer from Cade and the Gambit trial, which is going live on the 1st, so make sure you check that out. I'll leave the link down to that in the video description for you guys. But yeah, Forsaken's shaping up to be possibly the best Destiny we've ever had, and I know that's a pretty overwhelming statement to make, but everything we've seen, everything that's been communicated, the transparency between the studio and the community has been overwhelmingly positive. It's great to see so many people coming back to the franchise and really loving Destiny and loving playing with friends again, and that's basically what Destiny is about and why we do what we do and why we enjoy playing the game we do. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today, guys. I appreciate your time today, as I said earlier. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up, and any comments on your thoughts on Forsaken and the challenges that await us in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that sub button to stay up to date with Destiny and all the latest Forsaken news. You can hit that bell as well to make sure you get notifications on my next upload and when that goes live. But yeah, I massively appreciate your time today, guys. It's been awesome making content and being back. I'm off to work now, but for whatever you're doing this evening, I hope you're having a great one, and I'll catch you again soon. Peace.